One of the biggest limitation of human mind is working memory. Working memory is our short-term focus of attention, and it has very limited time span. It is the most limited resource we humans possess. It is basically our attention, and this attention is highly focused and very selective. So you are sitting in a restaurant and you are talking to your friend, dining out, and you are not aware of most of the people around you that are sitting in the same restaurant, but you are aware of just a few things in front of you and few things your friend is saying. So this is how our working memory is limited. Similar concept applies to you. You are right now conscious of the last few words or ideas you have heard from me, but probably you don't know what is the color of the wall behind you. So these are the limitations of human minds. The working memory or attention or short-term memory, it is also called short-term memory, is very limited. Now let's talk about the actual limitation or capacity in seconds or in numbers of working memory. The average capacity of working memory was 4 plus or minus 1 items. Before that, there was an old research saying that it has something with 7 plus 2 or minus 2. But the new research is that it is 4 plus or minus 1. It also depends on the item, what item you are trying to store, whether it's just a big number or it is different names of different fruits. So it also depends on that, but the average range is 4 plus or minus 1. So it is from 3 to 5. Now how long the information is going to stay in your brilliant mind, and the duration is from 10 to 15 seconds by Goldstein. I think the research done by Goldstein. There is one more term that is related to working memory, which is cognitive load. It is shown and talked about a lot in user experience design that this thing is going to increase the cognitive load. It refers to the load placed on your working memory or your processing power of your mind. So it could be any calculation, hard calculation, or it could be memorizing things. So keep in mind that this cognitive load means the load placed on your short-term memory and how you are going to process that information. Now the main problem with working memory is that it is highly volatile. If you are working on something and someone just interrupted you, you are going to lose everything which was in your working memory. Now this volatility also applies to goals and to details of objects. Maybe you are trying to remember the list of items and you went outside of your home to grab few things from grocery store, and you met a friend and he asked you, "How are you, man? What's up?" This and that, and suddenly you forgot all the list of the items you were trying to buy from the grocery store. So it is very volatile. You are not going to keep it for longer durations in your mind. So if you lose any item, you are also going to lose the track of the thing you are trying to do or your goal. Maybe I was trying to go in the kitchen to get some milk from the refrigerator, but when I just arrived in the kitchen, I forgot what I was doing here. I don't remember. Maybe I was here to get a glass of water. So this is how our working memory works, and this is the biggest limitation it has. The information in the working memory is going to disappear swiftly. I'm going to share with you a lot of examples of working memory and then its application in user interface design or user experience design or mobile apps. But right now I'm going to show just the one application, which is headline length. Now, according to the research published by one of the social media sharing platform company that is called Buffer, and they actually researched that what is the ideal length of any headline. And they found out that 6 words is the ideal length because 6 words are within our working memory limit. So it is very close. Also, Jacob Nielsen, he is one of the pioneers in user experience design. His study also shows that headlines with the length of 5 to 6 words work very effectively. So Actually, this is all related to our working memory capacity. We have a capacity of like 3 to 5 words or maybe 3 to 5 items. So it is easier for our mind to process these many chunks of data. So if we have like 10 words headline length, our eyes and mind are going to skip some of the words to easily or quickly grab the idea or perceive the idea what this headline is actually saying. So keep this in mind while you are designing mobile apps or you are designing forms or all these products. Keep in mind that you are not going to put your user into a situation where he or she has to remember a lot of things or they have to remember it for longer durations. So let's move on to the next lesson.